topsy-turvy opening weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Richardson looking to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be stopped right there at the 31. That one goes for 24 yards. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6. Throw left side taken in by Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll get this down inside the 20.
That one goes for 8 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Richardson looking to throw this.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Colts.
Michael Pittman.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. You look at this Colt defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ready. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Got a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Connects with Kittle underneath. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action. And that'll be incomplete. Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10. Richardson going to change the play here. To throw is Richardson. Off play action. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to stretch out their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Ready? Go, check! Hawk 70! Go!
They go play action with Richardson. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Come on.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Go street. 70 Ranger.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. They fight. Richardson hit it. He fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On the jump.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Touchdown! George Kittle
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing,
let's go now.
This blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Hey, smash Bronco! Check out.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
3rd and 1, Richardson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That's going to be caught by Judy.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down,
They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
60, 60 Eagle, 60.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson as time expires in the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Liking 18.
Now Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now it's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones from 3 yards out. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it. Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Richardson to the air on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Here we go, here we go. Smash, smash.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Mustang 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw here.
Open target here, Darius Slayton.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
That's Zach Pickens in there to finish that play off. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
18, Pioneer.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Okay.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st.
The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Richardson off the play fake. He'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Second down, another run with Taylor. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Smith. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Patriots send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
7 yards there and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Go, Reed, go!
First and 10, it's Richardson. This one caught by Kittle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A very solid gain of 27.
On the set.
Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Juju Brents comes up for the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Powers through. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Dragon 60. Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Get up. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Running left, Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for